Hey you. Yeah, you. Welcome back to the survival series. In this episode, we're getting around to building a one-chunk automatic slime farm in my survival world. That way, we'll finally be able to collect slime balls for future projects involving many of Minecraft's advanced redstone mechanics and craftable materials. Anyways, let's get into it. So we're expanding our town all the way out here this episode, right by our Sweetberry snow globe. I also already went ahead and dug out our slime chunk all the way down to about Y2 or so, and I also filled in the surrounding walls and stuff with a ton of cobblestone, so that way we don't have to spend a ton of time on it and we can just get started on the farm itself. But yeah, this build has been on my bucket list for a good chunk of time now. See what I did there? And the first thing we have to get started on is our redstone collection system. So all we have to do is dig an area down here facing east, so that way our outhouse build can face this way towards our snow globe. And somewhere over here is where our water column will eventually be, so that way our slime balls can travel all the way up to the surface, so eventually we can collect them. So you've actually started to get slimes to spawn down here, and if we go all the way up here, where our bubble column is, we can now easily collect the slime balls that eventually travel up here. So the next thing we need to get done is we need to time-lapse the rest of the farm itself. So we got to build a bunch of half-slab layers going from all the way down here, which is about at Y2, as I said before, and we have to go all the way up to about like Y39, Y40 or so. And then we have to have an iron golem for each and every level going up this wall here, so that way the slimes can aggro towards them and then they can eventually fall down here where these magma blocks are, so that way we can collect their drops. Inside the farm, I decided to incorporate slabs of bamboo instead of birch because, well, it's green. It's very fitting for a slime farm, and though it wouldn't have technically mattered, the contrast of the slab levels looked much better than I previously had it. Next was to set up the iron golems to improve the spawn rates for the slimes. I set up these little spaces that each one would be in on each level of the farm, and for the majority of it, I used a lot of mud bricks. We eventually set all of them up on each level, which wouldn't have been possible without what we built in the last episode, which was our landmark clock tower. This beast of a build, which is also known as the Timitarn, is fully equipped with our iron farm, which was much needed in order to make our slime farm this episode. It also included a large blacksmith trading hall, so that way we could conveniently trade the iron we get from our iron farm as well. It was one of our best builds to date and specially made for the 25th episode in the series, so go check it out if you haven't already. On the contrary, the last thing we had to do is simply cover up the rest of the exposed chunk and micro-terraform some of the surrounding area by using dirt. Alrighty, so the actual slime farm itself is officially completed. I did add something on the surface up here so that way we can still access it from down below in case I have to fix anything, and it's basically just like the packed ice designs that I did that's scattered across the town over there. But it's just with mostly slime blocks. So the remaining thing that we still have to do for this area is going to be the small outhouse that's going to surround our collection system that's up here. So let's go ahead and grab all the materials we need to complete the rest of the project. I realized when gathering materials for the outhouse that I nearly ran out of clay from building with mud bricks. One of the main building blocks we needed for the exterior was lime terracotta, as we needed well over a stack. So we decided to improvise and build a clay farm along with a Stonemason House back behind our potion apothecary to replace one of the remaining villager houses still left standing. It turned out quite well, as it was aesthetically pleasing in comparison to most of the other builds that we have done so far on this world. We then smelted the clay blocks we gathered from our brand new clay farm, and then we got to work on the exterior of the collection outhouse. Afterwards was the interior, as there really wasn't much to it other than putting in extra storage, using different colored carpets, and doing some extra decorating within the upstairs area. And though it may seem small from a distance on the surface, we put all of our materials away, and this was the final product that ultimately serves a bigger purpose on our survival world. Jeez, wow, production's looking pretty nice. But yeah, I'm very glad I ended up building this because it is very resourceful to have at this stage in my world. I also got Stupid strapped up over here. What's going on, buddy? Stupid. You gonna say something?
Very puppies.
Alright. But yeah, with that, that is our slime farm officially done. Back inside our grand library here, as we're going to be reading off from the good old idea book that we have up here, as we just finished off one of our major goals this episode, and we're going to be moving on to the next one in the next episode, as we're going to be doing a lot. We're going to be doing stuff across all 3 dimensions. We're going to be doing a Wither Rose farm in the end, a Wither Skeleton farm in the nether, and then we're going to be working on a beacon shrine in the same area we were working in this episode, as that's going to be part of a much bigger project in the future. Also apologize for not uploading as much as I should on this channel as of recently, but I've also been trying to enjoy my senior year of college the best I can as well. So understandably so, your boy has been a pretty busy man to say the least. Also, an additional shout out to Eleanor for making our brand new logo for both YouTube and Twitch. So thank you so much, it looks absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for this episode. Please also like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on post notifications to stay updated. Link to join my public Discord is in the description below, and I will catch you all in the next one when we do our Wither Skeleton farm and our Beacon Shrine. As always, take care.